Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
This is Peter Drury and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
The Dutch capital is rocking. It always has. It did in the days when the great man after whom this arena is named took to the field, and it still does here and now. The faithful expect, and the team must deliver.
As you can see, we've already started here. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, I think it'll be interesting, Peter, to see what challenge the opposition now bring to Araujo. I really rate him because he can cope with pace, he can cope with dribble.
And the finish! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And we have our very first corner. Soboslai goes short. And here's Soboslai. And it's made its way to him. Ajax are looking to go forward now. And it's Pedri.
Strong running down that left flank.
And he cuts out the supply. Paz. Pedri.
Mbappe.
Mbappe purring through the gears. Now it's Mbappe. And this takes a shot! And that's caused a worry or two.
Dembele certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
And the return pass.
Mbappe.
And can he finish? A corner it is then. Inter Milan have their second corner now.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative.
Goes for a shot! It's bounced back off the post. Foden. Opts for safety. Ajax yet to have an attempt on goal. No, that's been intercepted. Pedri. Inter Milan trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind.
And the shot! Goal The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So the first moment of real significance.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their...
Great chance! Can he spark a counter here? And here's Mbappe,
And he's surging through.
well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Pedri.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
P.M.E. in with the challenge. Foden. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Now it's Haaland. Bellingham. P.M.E. And it's Dembele. Driving on and making good progress.
It could be in chance.
Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
He's the one player you want on the ball running at defences, and that's precisely why. OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Pinches it off him. Driving forward. Nicely aimed pass. Now that looks a decent... And a chance! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Oh, that wasn't far away.
Oh, that's a cracking try. Good technique to keep it low too.
Cleared away. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Pedri. And here's Mbappe. Dembele. Dembele! And that would have been some goal.
Dembele can really show some outlandish skills, which is always welcome and obviously refreshing.
Pedri.
There will be 1 minute.
And here's Mbappe. Thinks about the shot. Big chance!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
Substitution for Ajax, number 8.
And the action is back on the way.
Ajax really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Engages and forces him off the ball.
This is the time you need that pace.
Now it's Dembele. Now it's Mbappe. Ajax come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
Bellingham. And here's Dembele. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Paz has created one goal already. Now it's Dembele. And they can counter here. Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. And he's forced to go back. Van der Ven. Haaland being hunted in packs.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Araujo, Tchouaméni, Dembele powering forward here. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go.
177.
Haaland!
Ajax really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Now it's Dembele. And he's certainly onside here. Rodri deals with that comfortably. So their fourth quarter of the game.
Substitution for Ajax, number 9, Erling Haaland.
Szoboszlai with the short one.
11,
And here's Szoboszlai.
coming on the field.
It looks as though the ref has given a penalty. He has.
Jonathan David.
Ajax
Number
really
41,
could have done without this.
Estreia. Substitution in progress.
Raya, in the context of the game, he must save it. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Yeah, the keeper was trying to make him think that he was going to dive one way here. Could have just held a little longer.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
That's good vision. He's on it, can he get away? Chance for a shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And the lead is extended still further. That was easy, almost too easy.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
Inter Milan find a position of real strength now.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Szoboszlai, and it's Bellingham. Into the last quarter of an hour. Nice try, but he wasn't buying it.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
And here's Mbappe. Caught offside that time.
time and again they are repelled.
Van der Ven kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Szoboszlai.
He is through here.
Szoboszlai. He is just caressing the ball. Szoboszlai plays it in.
Well, they can at least make a fight of it. Even if it's just a goal, the lift it would give would be huge no matter what the end result is.
Van der Ven. The final 5 minutes. That ball looks a good one.
He's shifting through the gears here. Shot a goal! And it's in!
Oh, that is tidy. It is a picture-book goal.
Oh, Peter, it's a lovely piece of deception in shaping to whack it and then opting for a lovely little lob.
Ajax give themselves a fighting chance. Back in with a shout. Now it's Neymar.
And now the breakaway.
That's a throw. Van der Ven.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
4 added minutes on the board. Well, that is one way to stop him. Whistle's gone, and they've got themselves a free kick.
Neymar taking charge of the dead ball. So the perfect chance to get one back.
That was travelling.
Mbappe is flagged offside. Araujo. Rodri. Ajax finding their passes.
No, he's not getting his way this time.
Mendes is the guilty party there. Rodri.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that's that.
Oh, here is a defeat that may hit them hard, and you can sense that all around us. Things going pretty awry, and the outcome in the end virtually unavoidable.
And
How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve, whether it's the managers...